They should hang up first.
I agree.
All right. Well, we are live for the second time. Sorry, everyone, for the false alarm earlier. We had a poor internet connection. No thanks to Heidi Bencomo. But we got that fixed, and we have an exciting show, right?
We definitely do. We are going to be talking about a very controversial topic that actually is causing some controversy in our little group here. We're going to be talking about a college education and whether or not it's worth it.
Yeah. And
like, no.
We haven't even gotten started yet. Come on, calm down. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about jobs. We're going to talk about this upcoming job fair hiring event and whatever else, right?
Yes.
So right after this, promo. You ready?
Ready, set, go.
Aha, that was quick, right?
That was awesome.
That was a little segue into, hey, make sure you guys check out our job fair hiring event. Big event with Fresenius Medical Care, multi-agency event, temp to hire, direct hire. Going to be at Fresenius Medical Care from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. on May 20th. You can do a drive. You can drive through 15 minutes and leave with a job offer. You can drive through and park and interview. You can get dropped off or walk or ride your bike. We'll have tables and chairs and tents set up, but big event. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're considering making your next career move, you can make up to $20 or more an hour at Fresenius if you get certified and become a production operator 2 and beyond. There's lots of opportunity. We were talking with Fresenius just yesterday about how someone can come on at entry level, and be a production operator 2 within like 2 months and be making $19-20 an hour. So awesome opportunity to make some great money with a great company. So let's rock and roll. We have this controversial topic that Heidi, of course, picked, and that is, is a college education worth it? Are you more successful with a college education or not? And so this will be a fun topic. Atisha, since Heidi's on the line there, and Tani, what do you guys think? College or no college? That is the question. Oh my goodness.
Skilled trades,
but you can go to like technical college and learn some of those technical skills. Like
that's the same thing. Like
laser machine operator, CNC machinist. You can learn some machine programming. Like that's pretty important knowledge right there. Or you can go and do metal fabrication and really learn that area, right?
Yes, but my thinking, this is just me, why get that when you can go and spend a whole heck of a lot less money just doing like the skilled trades type stuff, and you can earn way more?
What about going, and learning how to be an electrician and then go being an apprentice? Like, there's a lot of value in going to college, right?
Skilled trades college.
Yeah. I'm with you on like if you're just going because you were told to go and you don't have like a specific like area of interest or study. Mm-hmm. It's probably a waste of money for a lot of people or a lot of people's parents. When I went to college, I thought I wanted to be a IT specialist, like build servers and computers. This was way back in 2005, when there was like Windows 10. I can't remember which Windows was out there. And then I spent my first semester and I'm like, you know what? This isn't as fun as I thought. I don't want to be a IT technician. Mm-hmm. And then I got into business for myself. I dropped out of college and that didn't work very well. And so I then sold security systems door to door and did okay. And then I went and managed a video store, Hollywood Video, when you could rent a DVD. You guys ever remember renting DVDs?
And Blockbuster, loved it.
Yeah. And that's how I started my career in retail and getting into management. And I spent the next 10 years, really building my career in management and working my way up the ladder. And a lot of jobs that I accepted required a bachelor's in business or an HR degree, which I did not have, or a concentration in finance I did not have. And I even taught finance courses and P&L management with lots of managers, and never, stepped a foot in college, and never took a finance class, never took a business course in a university. So I think there's a lot to say about boots on the ground, learning from the ground up. But that took me 10 years, guys. Couldn't I have got that out of a 4-year business degree, right?
Yes and no, because during that 4 years that you're getting the degree, first of all, you're not making money, you're spending money. And then if you don't spend the money and you decide to, take out the student loans, then you're spending the next 10 years paying off those student loans. And by the time that you get at a stable point in your life that you might have been 10 years working up to that, you now have to wait another 5 extra years because you took the time to go to school. Yeah, you might be in the job a little bit faster, but I don't know that you're going to be in any more of a better situation by the time you get there.
Well, I've had plenty of people wanting to be, they would apply for my store manager opening, and I'd look at their resume, and they've got a business, bachelor's degree in business and a concentration on entrepreneurship or concentration on finance. And I wouldn't even interview them because they had zero management experience. Because it's one thing to understand business and a P&L. It's a completely a different thing to understand people and customer service. And that just comes with experience, and you can't get that. And so I turned down these applicants left and right because they had zero real life experience. All they had was, a GPA.
That's exactly what Jessica just brought up too, because she's listening, and she said a lot of these people want the experience.
But a lot of companies, though, they expect both, like at least before COVID, like 4-year degree and 5 years of management experience. And it's like, you can't have both. It's very rare to find that unless you're Heidi.
Well, okay, because it's all, going on the downside of getting a degree. I feel like I've got to do a positive about getting a degree because, Stephen Farrell here was supposed to be the one advocating for college while we all, bashed on his beliefs. But apparently this did not happen that way. So let me give you some positive of going to school. I did come into this job with zero recruiting experience. However, I was getting my bachelor's degree. I did get my bachelor's degree in human resource management. Prior to that, I was a stay-at-home mom for 3 years. And then prior to that, I was a supervisor at a chicken farm. So, nobody looks at supervisor at a chicken farm managing 12-year-olds and says, let's put them in a recruiter position. I think that my degree helped me get this job.
I wouldn't have hired you if I knew about the chicken farm.
You did know about the chicken farm, Stephen.
I think I read Chick-fil-A instead of chicken farm.
They actually have a discreet name. It's Wrightwoods.
Huh. Okay.
See, that doesn't sound like chickens.
No.
It was a supervisor at Wrightwoods. They were chicken.
I'm always a little suspect.
Dynamite.
I'm always a little suspect of anyone's resume from Cache Valley.
You probably should be. But see, by the time I got into this position, I had 15 years of experience, I swear, because I started working when I was 10. So.
Wow. And that's why you're so awesome.
I know, right? No, I'm just kidding. So, but no, chicken farm is Napoleon Dynamite. If you guys ever watch Napoleon Dynamite and you see where he's pulling the chicken out of the coops and then he goes and drinks the orange juice, and they still did the orange juice and cookies every break. That's what we got for our breaks.
Did they pay you in change?
They did not. I got a paycheck.
I forgot my checkbook. Gonna have to pay you in change. Did you make $1? Did you make $1 per hour?
I made $7.25 an hour, actually.
Wow.
I started at $6.50 an hour, and then I bumped up to $7.25 an hour after having worked there for 4 years.
Wow.
That must have been when they raised the minimum wage.
It was.
Oh man, when I started working, minimum wage was below $5 an hour.
You couldn't live off of that anymore.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
All right,
right
so
now,
Atisha and Tani are not fans of college, so we've heard Atisha's feedback. Tani, why are you not a fan of college?
There, I'll unmute myself. I mean, I'm a fan of it, but I feel like if you don't have a specific thing that you're going into, it's a waste of money to the government, and I'm not about that.
Not about wasting money?
No, I'm not about wasting money. And I feel like if you can learn something within a few months, then and make it just as much as someone who went for a 4-year degree, why not? Like, the odds are against it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think I would suggest we flip the model. Like 20% of the population goes to college and 80%, doesn't, versus it's like, I don't know the exact percentage, but it's like, that's the go-to. Everyone go to college, get a career, get a job, and be happy, right? But it's not the right script for everybody. I certainly could see what a college degree would have done for me now in hindsight if I went into business and finance and all of that. Like, it would make me a much better business leader today. But when I was 18, 19 years old, I had no goals to get into business and finance. Like, I just kind of grew into that through my career. And then into marketing. Like, I would have loved to get a degree in marketing 15 years ago, because like I could have really started from the ground up with Google and Facebook and could have got rich, but I didn't. Facebook wasn't a thing. It was just getting off the ground when I was getting into college, and Google was in its infancy stage. It was like 4 years old. I just dated myself. And so, it's always in hindsight, right? But the skills I've learned through the last 15 years, has made me, I've been able to build a successful career. Maybe it took a little bit longer than someone that went through college, but I'm still, I've been in positions where college grads that have experience can't get into because they don't have enough experience. And for you three here, I mean, think about it. You guys are in recruiter roles. Heidi's happens to have her degree already. So she could down the road step into like an HR role because she's getting this recruiting experience. So she spends 2 years doing this. She could easily go get hired on as an HR manager or partner.
Like Fresenius or Adelaide that's got those kitchen.
She can't because she has a 29-year non-compete. So she'll just have to be an HR partner at Elwood. But Tani and Atisha, like you could very well, get your certifications from SHRM, and you could step into an HR role with your experience over the next couple of years. So there's a couple paths that you can take, and I'm glad to see that the market shifted in a way that a high school or a college degree is not a requirement, right? Those are starting to be pulled back.
It's even shifted on high school diplomas or GED. Mm-hmm. Also shifted into, well, if you've got the experience that would be equivalent to that high school diploma or that GED, a lot of companies have moved to that experience rather than just the education portion of it.
Yeah. But I think college for sure, there's specialized trades, and, being a doctor, a nurse, lawyer, things like that definitely you need to be in college for those things. Although maybe some of those electives are a little unnecessary.
So as kind of a segue here, a lot of the companies, if you don't have the degree, do require the experience. And in order to get that experience, somebody's got to hire you. But in order to hire you, you need the education or the experience. And to get the experience, it's like a vicious circle. It just keeps going round and round and round. And that's where Elwood, these beautiful people that I see up here, really come in handy. We've got jobs that don't require any experience or require very little experience to help you get to some of those higher positions that you need to have experience for.
Yeah, we've got people making 40, 50, 60K a year that are not even high school grads. Like, so you high school grads that are graduating this month and next month, like, if you're still unsure about, what you want to do in life and college and all of that, like you could come and jump into the light industrial space, and you might find your niche, you might find your home, and actually make a living and build, learn the skill sets, master your craft, and go through the ranks, raise up through the ranks, and have a very successful career. You could be in a management position in these light industrial buildings, making 80, 90, even over $100,000 a year without college experience. It's crazy, right? To think you could be making $80K a year without having a college degree.
I never thought that was possible coming out of high school. I'm not going to lie. If somebody told me coming out of high school what you're telling me now, I would look at you and ask if you've been evaluated by a psychologist. Like, I would not think this is real at all, but it is. I am here to tell you that it totally is real. This is a thing that you can experience.
Yep. Yeah. As long as you're clear, you're clear about where you want to go and start mastering your craft. If you're a good communicator, looking for opportunities for growth, for like treat your job like you're like college, except for without all the drinking and partying. Like master it, right? Master your job, ask for more, graduate up, right? And become a master of your craft, and you're gonna go far.
And a lot of companies will see you as valuable, and they will pay for some of that training or get you into the training that you need to. That's
exactly
common is for companies to do that.
All right. Well, real quick, jobs.
Connie, what you got open?
You.
Me? Fresenius. We have so many positions open right now. We're looking for many candidates to fill both day and night shifts in our dialyzer department, in our solutions department, in our rework department. And we're also having a job fair that Steve mentioned about earlier on the 20th. So come on down to that. We look forward to having everybody just come on out and get a new job.
Bingo.
Mm-hmm.
Atisha, it might be too loud, but if you can, jobs.
We have a lot of them. I can tell you that right now. We actually have a lot of forklift positions, both days and graveyard shifts, 12-hour shifts on a 2-2-3 schedule, working 4 days one week, 3 days the next week. Little to no experience needed. I mean, at least 3 months experience work history for forklifting. Rates of pay ranging anywhere from $16.75. They just raised their rates, so I'm just like, I can't remember. So $16.75 up to $17.25. Yes, $17.25. And we also have Promontory and Brigham City auto leaves available. Rates of pay ranging anywhere from $16.80 all the way up to $18.74. They're being a little bit more flexible on if you're just wanting weekend shifts, or if you're wanting full-time shifts, they can do that too. The possibilities are really endless. If you guys can only work a specific shift or a specific schedule, what we can do is we have multiple clients that we can even ask, hey, can you work with the schedule? And they'll most likely be able to look at it and say either yes or no.
Awesome.
So a lot of our clients are being flexible right now too.
And for you HR managers, hiring managers, if you're looking for talent and you're not finding it, I've got 40 candidates roughly that have a couple years or more experience in assembly, warehouse, production. Some have both, some have just one of those categories, and they're fully qualified, looking for $18 to $20 an hour. Some for day shift, some for night shift. So if you'd like me to send some of those candidates your way, let me know. Just send me a quick email and put in the subject line help. Let me find that here, and I'll send you my top candidates. How's that sound?
Can I send you the message that says help? Sorry.
Oh, that was good. All right, Heidi, anything you want to highlight?
Absolutely. I'm so glad you remembered about Logan, Stephen.
Cattle County. What's going on in Cattle County?
Cattle County, it's actually Cache County, but it's fine. Cattle County has some very exciting opportunities right now. We do have positions that are starting within the $20 an hour range, 20 to 25 an hour. We do have several positions: maintenance tech, welder, shear operator, and a laser operator. There you go. I just had to remember all of them off the top of my head. That's why I look up, because I'm remembering off the top of my head. Anyways, I do have some really exciting opportunities in the production and warehouse fields. Those are both entry level, starting around $15 an hour. If you do have the experience, I've got jobs starting between $15.50 an hour and $17 an hour. So just depending on what your skill set's at, where you're at in your experience levels, and what kind of work you're looking for, I've got jobs, and I've got part-time and full-time right now.
All right. Awesome. Well, great show, everyone. Don't forget about the job fair hiring event, May 20th, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. And we'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.